Hi, kindergarten. This is Miss V. Obviously, you know who I am. But I'm coming to you today with a new read aloud book, and we've been on the topic of weather. So I'm going to say a word, and I want you guys to activate your schema as to what this word kind of brings to mind. Okay, twister. What do you think about when I say the word twister? Maybe you picture a game because some people have played twister, or maybe you think about a tornado. Well, today we're going to be talking about tornadoes. We're going to be sharing a book that's a story about two kids who go through a twister or a tornado. And for our writing response today, I want you guys to remember the beginning, middle, and end of this book. So make sure you pay special attention to the beginning, the middle, and the end, because we're going to be filling out our writer's response together. So let's get started with our book. Twister. Ooh, this looks a little scary, right? Just to kind of tell you guys, we don't really have twisters or tornadoes in New Jersey, like super, super rarely. And when they do happen, they're like super low key. So we don't need to be afraid of this. But in some parts of the country, there's twisters and tornadoes a lot. There's actually a place in the country that's called Tornado Alley. And that's where like a lot of tornadoes go through. So kids at school, instead of having fire drills, they have like tornado drills. Isn't that crazy? I'm really thankful I don't live there. Ugh, right? So this book is called Twister. It's by Darlene Bailey Beard. Her last name's Beard. That's kind of cool. Pictures by Nancy Carpenter. We have our author and our illustrator. There's my mom. I don't know what she's... And keep it nice and steady for you guys, okay? Because I know sometimes I'm a little shaky with my book. Squeak, squawk, squeak, squawk. Our porch swing hangs by two chains. Its slats are warm with sunshine. The paint is peeling. Specks of green stick to the backs of our legs, but we don't mind. Our porch swing can be anything we want it to be. Today, it's our throne. I'm Queen Lucille. My brother is King Nat. We're licking orange popsicles because that's what kings and queens do. Sounds like a really nice day. I give Nat his royal wheelbarrow ride all over our yard, under Mama's clothesline, between sheets and towels, and along the fence that separates our grass from Mr. Lyle's. Can you guys figure out who Mr. Lyle is? Right here. And I really like this illustration because do you notice their shadow in back of the sheet? They're playing with the wheelbarrow. Say hey, shouts Mr. Lyle, the way he always does. He hobbles through the daffodils to the barbed wire fence. Say hey, we holler back. We give him our royal handshake, up, down, touch elbows, high five. So that looks like a pretty friendly neighbor, Mr. Lyle. Oh, so much fun. We barrel on over tickly grass and sandy molehills that sink when I step on them. After a while, I dump Nat out. It's my turn, I say. I lie back in the wheelbarrow. Far away, the sky looks green, like Mom's guacamole. Sprinkles dot my face. The air feels so thick, I can almost poke my finger through it. Nat pushes me fast. I jiggle along, tasting raindrops as we go. Hey, friends, you see how she's kind of saying the air feels really thick, like she could poke her finger through it? I think it's because there's a lot of water droplets in the air. And yesterday in our read aloud, we learned about how there's always water droplets in the air, right? Sometimes it's really humid and sticky outside in the summer, and like your skin always feels wet. That's kind of how she's feeling right now. Oh my gosh, look how quickly that turns, you guys. It was so nice before. Lightning crackles, Nat spills me out, thunder chases us inside. There you are, Mama says as she opens the screen door. Looks like we're in for the gully washer. Thunder shakes the windows. Rain splinks onto the tin roof of our trailer. Oh, wow. So look, they live in a trailer, you guys. We look out the kitchen window. Bird feeder twirl on the strings, spilling seed and knocking into branches. Mr. Lyle's daffodils droop their petals full of water. The rain stops. Hail cracks onto the roof and bounces into the grass like popcorn popping. What? Hail? Do you guys know what hail is? I think it talked about in one of those books, hail is like big chunks of ice that comes from the sky. There's hail coming down. The porch swing bangs and clangs. The rabbit who lives under the snowball bush zips out, dashing across our yard. Hurry, little rabbit, I whisper. It skitters under an old pile of brush and tires. Oh, look, there's the rabbit she's talking about. This kind of reminds me of the summer when like everything's cool, swimming in the pool, and then suddenly thunder comes, right? And there's a storm like before you know it. Our lights blink on and off. So do Mr. Lyle's. I hold my breath. Mom pulls us close. Will Mr. Lyle be okay? I ask. Sure, Mama says, but her eyebrows look scrunched and worried. Mama lights a candle. We move to her bedroom and I turn on the radio, watching clouds dark and furious. Far away, one looks like a lion. Its tail reaches down. Oh my goodness, do you see that right there? That's a twister. And I think the mom knows, right? But the mom she's going to take care of her kids. That's what parents are for, right? They're going to keep you guys safe. So they might be feeling a little worried right now, but they know that their mom's going to take care of them. Twister, shouts Mama, head for the cellar. Out we run like the little rabbit. Wind shoves us forward, knocking us into each other. Mama pulls up the door. You two go in, she shouts. Don't open this door until I come back with Mr. Lyle. Oh my goodness, look at that in the background. There's the twister. This is a little bit of a scary story, friends. And they're going down into the cellar. Now, some of you guys might have cellars, some of you guys might not. A cellar is something that's underneath the ground, usually underneath your house, that you can go in to like store different like fruits and vegetables, or there might be another fridge down there. But it's a safe place because when the twister comes over the land, you're underneath the ground. That's the safest place to be, is under the ground. We scramble down the steep steps, battling cobwebs. My shoulder touches a clammy wall. Mama slams the door. Hail pounds, trying to get in. Or has Mama changed her mind? Mama, I shout, is that you? I feel along the shelves, searching for the flashlight. I shine it up the steps, but all I see is a chain dangling from the door and Nat's face as white as the rabbit's tail. Sit down, I tell him. We sit on folding chairs in the dark, spidery room, which smells of old rain and earthy potatoes. I want Mama, Nat says, his voice tiny and quivery. Oh, can you guys do that tiny and quivery? I want Mama. Me too, I say. She'll be here any minute with Mr. Lyle. So I guess based on this, I think Nat is the younger brother and Lucille is the older sister, and she's trying to calm him down and be a good older sister. Yep, look, there they are. Looks like they're playing shadow puppets. What a great illustration, friends. Isn't that amazing? We tap our toes in puddles. We count to 103. What about the rabbit? Nat asks. He's probably found a hiding spot, just like us, I say. But I'm worried too. I zigzag the flashlight over empty mason jars and potatoes, spread out on newspapers. Let's make wall shadows. Nat makes a crown on his head. I make a dog yapping and snapping. Then I stop to listen for Mama. Mama, I shout. Are you there? But all I hear is the roaring wind and our banging and clanging porch swing. Don't worry, you guys, this has a happy ending, I promise. Where's Daddy? Nat asks. Daddy's at work, I tell him. We'll be okay. Nat's eyes look big and round and full of tears. Let's compare scars, I say, yanking off my flip-flop. See, this one was done by a post hole digger, but you're too little to remember. Nat shows me his fence-hopping scar, the scab on his right knee, and a freckle on his pinky. Suddenly, it's silent. So silent, I can hear Nat breathe. Oh my gosh. Then, with a furious roar, the twister strikes. It claws and chomps and pulls at our cellar door. I rush to grab the chain. Hold on! What if it's Mama or Mr. Lyle now, chats? It's not. Hold on. Oh my gosh. The monstrous howling shakes my chest and makes my inside shiver. Then once again, it's silent. We collapse on the steps, shaking and crying, holding each other tight. Should we open the door now? Nat whispers. It's safe. Mama said not to. But Mama might need us. You're right, I say. So they think that the twister just passed, and that's why it was so crazy. Let's see. Oh, here they come. And look what a wreck the lawn is. There's cars that are flipped. Hey, isn't weather so crazy, you guys, that there could be wind that strong to flip a car? Whoa. We push open the door, new air hits our faces, and we squint in the bright sunshine. Mama, we call, Mama. I turn towards Mr. Lyles, but the sight of our porch swing stops me. And an arm is broken, a slat is missing, it's sloping on the chain. Oh no, their favorite porch swing is all crazy. Oh my gosh. Praise be, you guys. Look who they're running towards. Mama, Mr. Lyle. There they are, Nat says. Under the porch, he grabs my hand and runs. Say hey, shouts Mr. Lyle. Say hey, we holler back. Mama reaches out to us and we hug and cry until there are no more tears left. Holding hands, we walk through our yards, shaking our heads at the damage. Oh my gosh. Hailstones sparkle like glittering diamonds and crunch under our shoes. I put one on top of my finger and pretend it's a ring. Nat lifts the hem of his shirt and stuffs its belly full. Look, he says, we're rich. Look at all the hailstones, you guys. Those are the pieces of ice that come from the sky, sometimes close to a storm. Mama looks at us with our king and queen faces, then a tear rolls down her cheek. Why do you think she's crying now? Yeah, I think probably because she's so happy and relieved that it's over. Oh, wow. Look at this. Quickly, I lift the porch swing. I hook it back on its chain and prop up its arm. Here, I tell Mama, sit down. Mama and Mr. Lyles sit. We squeeze in between them. Screekity squawk, screekity squawk. Our porch swing makes a new sound, even better than before. An arm is broken, a slat is missing, and now it swerves to the left. But we don't mind. Our porch swing can be anything we want it to be. Today, it is our throne. Hey, I really like at the end of the story, they're like, some bad things happen, but, we're okay. We have like our family next to us and we're just going to deal with it, right? Scary things happen, you guys, but there's people there around you who want to like comfort you and make you feel safe. And that's why I really like this book, especially the end picture, right? Okay, so let's take a look at what we're doing for our beginning, middle, and end. I'm going to screen share. I think I'm going to do it on this. Okay, hopefully this will work, you guys. Sometimes I struggle a little bit with my screen share. Where'd my paper go? Okay. Sorry, you guys, I'm having a little bit of trouble. I think we'd have to do it like this. You know what? I'm just going to explain it to you because you don't need to see it. Okay, what you'll see in your paper is a beginning, a middle, and an end place for you guys to draw the beginning, middle, and end of the story. So make sure you recall the beginning, middle, and end of the story. And what do I usually say to you in class? Don't forget to label, right? Who are the people in the story? Maybe you can watch this video again and remember who are some of the characters and make sure you put them in the beginning, middle, and end. Ready? One more time. Get that L up. Go. Label. Oh, yeah. Okay. Looking forward to see the work that you guys do, and I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.